Messaging in the WebEx app keeps the conversation flowing in between meetings. Today, we'll explore the basics of sending and replying to a message so you can get started right away. I'm in my WebEx app on my desktop, and you can see my list of spaces right here. And I'm clicked on the space where I want to send my message. Over here to the right-hand side, you'll see a history of all the messages that have been sent in this space. And let's go ahead and send a message now. I'll simply scroll to the bottom of my screen, to the text field, and add the message. Not very creative, but hello. I can then select enter to send my message. Now, to really jazz things up a little bit more, let's take a look at some more options we have, like attaching a file. This will pull up any attachment that you'd like from your device to include in the space for everyone to see. Pretty cool, right? You can also do a screen capture. Simply click on this button. Use the tool to capture what you'd like from your screen and select send. Play around with your text right here using the different types of formatting, bullets, numbering, different heading types. Even use markdown mode to have even more formatting options. Some of my favorite options for my messages are always going to be emojis. We have a lot to choose from. And GIFs as well. With a great search option above to search for anything you want to include. Here's one of my favorites. Something recently added that I also really enjoy is the option to use your Bitmoji. So you can connect your Bitmoji avatar and include this to add even more of your personality to your messages. And to really get someone's attention, use the @ mentions button to call out to a specific individual or link another space. You can also throw in your personal meeting room URL at any time, and this will get you started with an ad hoc meeting right away. So you've got the basics of sending a message down, but how about replying? You have lots of different ways to respond to a message. First, just go back down to the messaging field, and obviously you can send a reply down here. Any messages that you want to send, you can use this text field. But how about if you want to reply to something that was sent earlier? Let's use an example. If we scroll up and we decide that we want to respond to Lysandra's message right here, we can use our options to do that. If you simply want to add a reaction and not type a message, you can do that here. Thumbs up. You can also start a thread. And what this will do is it will open up a pop-out window where you can type your reply, and you'll notice that you have all the additional options just as we did before. Thank you. Now, the difference here is that when we go to send our reply, this will stick right onto Lysandra's message instead of just falling to the very bottom of the space. You can also choose a couple more options here to quote a reply. This will essentially do the same thing as starting a thread, but everything will be brought down to the bottom of the space, kind of like refreshing it back into the conversation. You can forward a message to someone who's not part of the space. And under more options, you can flag those important messages for later. Flag for follow-up, you'll be able to find those messages under your filters button. You can mark the message as unread or pin the message for later. Check out these pins up here. so that maybe you have a couple of messages you want to refer back to. Okay, just one more thing that I wanted to show you. Have you ever needed to edit or delete a message that you already sent? It's easy to do that just by hovering over the message, clicking on the pencil to edit, or clicking on the More Options button and deleting your reply or deleting your message. You can only edit or delete your own message unless you're a space moderator. Okay, best practices, here we are. Number 1, search party. You can search through the history of your conversations with the search bar on top of your app to find people, spaces, messages, files, even devices. You can search on everything, including space names, or refine your search with the filters to narrow the results. Number 2, all the filters. Next to your Space tab, there's a filter button that has all kinds of options to help you organize your messages, including filtering unread, at mentions, threads, flags. I find this incredibly helpful when managing my day. And number 3, these are my people. Before sending out that internal document or all of those cat GIFs, check out the People tab at the top of the space to see who's in there. There's even an indicator for people that aren't part of your organization, so you know who you're talking to. Okay, thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other quick tip videos right here at golearn.webex.com.